been great, very intense, lots of teenagers, lots of deaths, blood, gore, everything you could possibly need for a horror film. The job of a producer starts way before anybody else's because, sometimes it's just an idea, it's a script, and I think it's really exciting this development process when you have an idea, turning it into a script is exciting. This is pretty exciting, seeing it come to life. When we watch the rushes at the end of a day, it's thrilling because you've been watching these words on a page and suddenly editing is exciting because, you're putting the story back together again. I think the hardest part is getting the financing, which is kind of key. But it's a very good question. And I guess I like too many parts of filmmaking process to choose one. If you're willing to throw yourself into it, as a producer, your job is so varied because on the one hand you're working with a writer, on the one hand you're putting financing together, on the other you have to put the cast together, and that was brilliant because as soon as we did auditions and we brought these kids in, it was like, wow, these characters are going to come to life, and they really made them their own. The negative part, shooting till 4 in the morning is a bit exhausting. Waking up at 5 in the morning is a bit exhausting. It's quite scary, because you've seen it in bits and pieces, and seeing in front of an audience is quite a daunting prospect, and that's when you get because we get a little too close to it, so you sometimes don't have the perspective that an audience member has, and when an audience is sitting in a seat looking at the film, if they're laughing, if they're screaming, that's the greatest reward. I mean, that's what we aspire to. I mean, it affects us directly in terms of filmmakers because, at the end of the day, when we're financing a film, if our financiers, are not making a profit by the selling of their DVDs, we can't get money to make our films, which means films don't get made. And it's scary. I mean, I think, there's something normal about the digital world taking a life of its own, but it does have to be controlled so that, the creative people and the filmmakers can continue to, make the exciting films that they want to make. So definitely a problem that needs to be addressed.